Hey everybody, welcome to another Origami Wednesday. Now, as I said earlier this year, we were going to do some more modular stuff. And this is a little box. With Christmas coming, I thought this would be a really good thing to do, but it is very involved. Okay, as you can see, this is made up of 8 pieces of washi paper, the little tiny paper. These are like quarter sheets. Normal paper is 5 inches by 5 inches. This would be 2.5 by 2.5. Okay, so if you're using regular paper, I'd cut it down. I would not use full-size paper simply because it's going to make a huge box, and that's a lot to deal with. On the other hand, this entire process can be a lot to deal with because you have got to make 2. So it comes out to 16 pieces of quarter sheet paper, or 4 pieces of regular paper cut into quarters. Okay. Now, when I was making this first one, as you see, I did the first one in just a solid color. It was a little hard to follow, and I couldn't keep everything together. Okay. The little tutorial video I watched, super cool, irritated me because I couldn't make it stay together. So we're going to use paste and paper clips. You're going to need 8 paper clips, okay? And a little bit of time. Give yourself some time. This is a good Christmas present for someone you love. If you're giving them something fancy and you wanted to have it in a fancy box, this is the way to go. One thing I would also suggest that I haven't done on this side is put a little bit of paste before you fold that corner under. And we're going to put a little paste and stick it down so that it stays flat. Now the fun thing about this box is it kind of, in my mind, it acts a little bit like a drum. It's very squishy. It's very tactile. It's very satisfying. So the first one we did all of our 8 pieces. We stuck them together, and I'm going to show you how that works. And I made sure that each piece got tucked in as close to that corner as possible. So that's going to be the inside box. When I do the second part, I'm going to put a little bit of extra room so that it's slightly larger, so it can be the lid, okay? Just because, yeah, it's too much. It's just too much. So I'm going to start with my paper, and we're going to fold diagonally, corner to corner. Okay, diagonally corner to corner, and you're going to do this for the entire structure a total of 16 times. I'm only going to show you twice because if I made you sit through the whole thing, I would be a little bonkers by the end. We all know that's not a far trip for Miss Carissa. All right, so I folded diagonally. I'm going to fold the point to the center. And what I like about this is I can really use my creases to make sure everything is as square as possible. And if it doesn't come out perfect, it's okay. Because we're going to open this up here in a moment. So I'm folding all the corners into the center. Okay. I'm going to open up 2 of the sides. And I'm going to fold this point up to this crease. So it looks like a little envelope. If I folded this guy down, it would be a little envelope. Great. But we don't want to do that because we're going for structure here. I'm going to turn it to one side. I tend to go point to the right. And I'm going to fold this side to this side of the paper. So I'm not folding it all the way over. I'm doing a little tiny crease like that. Okay, I'm going to bring this up so you can see. So I took this edge and I folded it up to this side of the paper. I'm going to fold my paper in half so you see how this looks. And so this looks. And now I'm going to lay it down and I'm going to fold this edge over to there. Okay. Take your time. Do not force this. You actually have a lot of paper right in this corner right here, okay? But you see it's not a 90-degree angle. Oh, sure, it could be if you really wanted it. But we want it bigger than that. We want it, I don't know, I'm not going to even guess. 110 degrees, someone out there is going to do the math and tell me. And it's not going to be me, and it's not going to make a difference. All right, so let me show you that again. So fold corner to corner. Fold corner to corner. Okay. We're going to fold all corners into the center. And I like this washi paper. I think it's super cute. And it saves me from having to cut paper in quarters, which was driving me a little bonkers. Okay, so now I've got a little square. Open up one flap, open up the other flap. I'm going to fold so this point comes up to this crease. Making sure my center crease stays in line with itself, okay? That's going to help me keep everything as square as possible. I'm going to fold this side to this edge of the paper. Okay. Give that a good crease. I'm going to fold along that center fold, okay? And I'm going to fold the whole packet over like that. Now you see, I've got extra paper up here. That's okay. That's actually what we want. And I've got a lot of paper here. Now, I have done this a total of 8 times. Ooh, shooting paper across the table at myself. Put them in whatever order you want, okay? I had a plan when I started this, and I think I've lost my... Okay, once you have, in whatever order, because these are going to go in a circle, like this, I'm going to take my first piece, set my first piece aside. I'm going to take my second piece. I'm going to put paste here, just a little tiny bit, okay? I don't need a whole lot. I just need some right here. Paste is very dry. It looked like I added a lot. I did not. I'm going to tuck this guy inside, and I'm going to leave myself about 2 millimeters, I would say. And then I'm going to stick it with a paper clip. Oh, my paper clips are broken. Okay. I'm going to stick a paper clip so it goes up to there. Okay. I did those backward, didn't I? That's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put a little bit of paste right there. And I'm going to tuck this in here and leave myself, 2 to 3 millimeters. Safety pin paper clip, okay? Now, when I finish with the pasting part, so pick it up, and I'm going to put paste. If I picked it up like this, I'm going to put just a little bit of paste right here. Tuck this guy in, and leave myself 2 to 3 millimeters. Back when I was a bookbinder, everything was metric. It was so much easier, and people who are like, no, we have to stay imperial. No, we don't. We should go metric. Let's pretend we're Canada. It'll be awesome. Okay, pick my guy up, flip, and I want to put a little bit of paste right on this corner. I'm going to tuck this guy in and leave myself 2 to 3 millimeters. And I'm also making sure that it's pretty flush along that bottom edge, because I want this, again, to kind of be as square as possible, even though it's going to be a what? Heptagon, octagon? Octagon. Yes, Miss Carissa will learn words. Pick up my guy. A little bit of paste. Tuck it in. Leave myself 2 to 3 millimeters. Use a paper clip. Hold everything in place. Now again, this is not a present for just anybody. This is a special magic present. If you have something that you want to give that's extra special, this is what I would do. For just a regular present, I'm just gonna wrap it. 2 to 3 millimeters. Paper clip. Ooh, I've done them out of order. We're all gonna survive. It's not my best day ever, but that is all right. A little bit of paste. And tuck that guy in. 2 to 3 millimeters. Paper clip. And now, so we have everything together in one. Now I'm going to take this guy, put a little bit of paste right there, tuck this one in there, paper clip. And I like putting the short side of the paper clip on the inside, and then I can set it up. It looks a little bit like a crown. And we're going to let it dry 10 to 15 minutes, okay? So in about 10 to 15 minutes, I will come back. I'll show you how to do the final ting, and I'll make that sound probably too, because it goes, okay? And then we'll finish up with a little bit of paste. I might go ahead and while I'm waiting for this to dry, I might go ahead and paste this, and we'll see how it looks when it's all done, okay? We'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, so this has been sitting under my hot lights here for a few minutes. I went ahead and pasted down my sides, and I want to show you. I'm going to see if I can bring this into focus a little better. All right, it makes this really cute star pattern, which I think is really pretty. And as you can see, my first, what I would consider my bottom, because I put everything close together, is kind of in a rainbow, and then that makes this in a rainbow too. Now the bottom, I did mostly blues and purples and some greens. And bring it back into focus there. So these things are mostly dry, or at least it's dry enough it should all stick. Okay, so I can take off my paper clips. Okay, set it flat, and I'm just gonna go, and it's like magic. It really is. Remember the magic star we made last Christmas? Same idea. It's just going to twist down. Okay? And then each of these, oh, you're very overexposed. Let's try to fix that. There we go. Each of these, yeah, see, this is why paste is important. Each of these little corners is going to get folded over. So we are going to put a little bit of paste. Okay, and then I'm probably going to set something marginally heavy on the inside of it for a good 10 minutes or so while it dries. Okay, so put a little paste and fold that under. And I'm going backward. I'm going backward of what I normally do because these things are a little stubborn and they don't always want to stay where I put them. So I'm going to turn and hold with my thumb and fold. Turn and hold, glue, and fold. Gravity is not my friend today, but that's all right. Turn and hold, put a little bit of glue. And again, I am using paste because paste is dry. You're going to hear that in your sleep someday. You're going to be like, who is telling me about the water content of all this adhesive? You're like, oh yes, it was crazy Miss Carissa. Reminding me why paste is sometimes better than glue. Okay. Fold this guy and fold that guy. All right, so those are all folded. I'm gonna set it like this, and I'm gonna set something kind of heavy inside. That's too big. So maybe I'll just hold it for a minute while this dries. If you've been to the library and looked in study room 3, you've seen my little makeshift studio with the chairs on the table, with the lights, and you know, okay. Look at that. That's what we're looking for. And then this should be slightly bigger, and that tucks right inside. And now you have a good little box. Give somebody a very special Christmas gift or Valentine's. I know we've still got a couple months for that, but let's see if we can bring that a little more in focus. Open. And they look like little umbrellas, but they're super cute. And like I said, it is very squishy. Squishy! And they're very satisfying. And yes, it's very labor intensive, but you know what? If you're making this for somebody as an awesome surprise, they're gonna appreciate all the hard work you put into it. It's gonna look really nice. And just remember, you're gonna need paste, and you're gonna need 8 paper clips. All right? Everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next week with maybe another box or something else Christmas related for Origami Wednesday. Have a good one. Thanks for everything. Bye.